It is officially Saturday, so you guys know exactly what that means. Wrestling Week in Review, live podcast slash live stream. Oops, I had taken my necklaces off at one point. Let me just put them back on. Also, did not bring with me my usual Powerade, but I'm drinking another one of my usuals. Propel Berry flavor. Propel Berry flavor. It's a good flavor. But hey, I'll keep it off for a while. Well, you guys know exactly why I'm here, so I figure let's get into it. We got Monday Night Raw, as always, opened up the week. You know what I think Monday Night Raw started the week, obviously. The opening segment featured Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. The ongoing storyline, I'm guessing here, is Liv. Obviously, she's in her revenge tour, wants to take everything that Rhea Ripley once had. At one point, I was thinking that it was just the Women's World Championship that she was just gunning for, but now we realize that she's going after everything. Everything that was once Rhea Ripley's and still is Rhea Ripley's. Like the Women's World Championship, and now Dominic Mysterio has become her latest target. I'm not to sound weird or anything, but when I saw this I was watching this segment, and immediately I start thinking to myself, this reminds me of a movie I've never seen, but it's it's a good movie nonetheless. I don't know if any of you have seen it. Fatal Attraction. Fatal Attraction. Michael Douglas plays a guy happily married who ends up regretting, who ends up having a one-night stand with Glenn Close. He winds up regretting it, but then he come to realize this woman, she don't take no for an answer, and she becomes increasingly, I'm not sure exactly how the movie goes. I just know that Michael Douglas plays a husband who's married, who has a one-night stand with a woman who becomes increasingly psychotic, I guess, in her pursuit of the man she wants, but she can't have because he's married, because he's happily married. This is basically, I think this was just giving me those vibes because hello Nate, because obviously Liv Morgan, I'm guessing, is the Glenn Close. It's Glenn Close, and Michael Douglas and Don Mysterio, of all things, is Michael Douglas, the guy who's quote unquote married to Mommy, and Liv is trying to take Mommy away from him. Take Dominic away from Mommy. And obviously, Liv Morgan is going to do whatever she can and whatever she is willing to do to get what she wants, which is Dominic Mysterio. It was a very good segment. The first match of the night was to be Ludwig Kaiser versus Sheamus. Obviously, I know. This match actually started off early because Ludwig Kaiser, Sheamus was doing an interview shortly before his match. As he was going out for his match, Ludwig Kaiser decided to start a brawl before the match even started. We did 3 people. Well, let's get it to 5. Let's get it to 5 at least. Oh, and guys, just before I forget to tell you guys, I made a community post, a new community post, the unboxing video that I mentioned that was going to happen. I've officially done the unboxing video. I asked you guys if you wanted to see either a live stream of it or a video premiere, and the majority voted for video premiere, so I decided might as well just give the fans what they want. I wanted to do a live stream of it, but then I figured, oh wait, it might be better for me if I just do an unboxing. So I did the unboxing just now before I went live, and that video will premiere either 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I don't know which yet. Hi Everbless. I'm actually might not mod you just yet, just in case. Just in case you may not be the real one. Because we know what happened last week. A lot of chaos happened last week, and I ended up modding a fake Everbless by accident. But yeah, Ludwig Kaiser. Yep. Remove him. Remove it. Wait a second. Hey, Nate. I think that's the real Everbless, okay? Thank you, Everbless, coming in. Thank you for the views. Hacker of Tomorrow, even though I know who you are. I know who you are, but thank you for the views. It's okay, Nate. It's okay, Nate. I'm sure you'll know which one's the fake one. But yes, Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus did have a match. This match went about 9 minutes. It was actually a very good match. Actually, a very good match. Ludwig Kaiser surprisingly wins this match. It was good. Any of you guys, if any of you guys that are here want to hit that like button, feel free to do so. It's never required. It's never required, but I always appreciate the likes. I appreciate the likes, though it is not required to like my live streams. And thank you to the very first one. We also got Judgment Day backstage segment following the match. Following that match, we would get a backstage segment involving Judgment Day. They talked about Liv Morgan, about the situation with Liv Morgan. Obviously, Judgment Day is not happy about this. And I think eventually what this is going to lead to is Dominic turning his back on Mommy and joining Liv Morgan. I just don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know. Mainly because, I mean, we did get a QR code. We did get another QR code this past Monday, and then I think even one this, and then I think even one. Yes, last night on SmackDown, but I don't go and check the QR codes because I don't know how to do that exactly. I don't really know how to do that per se. But hey, that's just me. Hey Austin. Yes, we did make it up to 5 people. Now can we make it maybe up to 10 people? 10 people. Share this live stream if you can. I would really appreciate it. Maybe we can get up to 10 people in here. All right. We also got Ilya Dragunov. It's okay, Austin. I literally only just got started live streaming no more than 10 minutes ago, so you're not late. You're not late at all. We got Ilya Dragunov backstage with Ricochet. Ricochet apparently demanded a match this week against Braun Breaker. I'm starting to think that is the only reason why we even saw Braun Breaker this week on Monday Night Raw, because something tells me if it had been up to Adam Pearce, Braun Breaker wouldn't have been on this week's Raw episode. Then again, knowing Braun Breaker, he would have probably come anyways and would have created havoc anyways, no matter what. So I don't know. It is what it is. We got what we got, and now I'm happy. I'm just happy we got Braun Breaker because I like Braun Breaker. I like Braun Breaker, so I'm glad we're seeing him on television. I think Braun Breaker is going to be a future world champion in WWE. I feel like it's only a matter of time before we see him crowned as a new heavyweight champion. I think it's just a given. I think it's just a given that it's going to happen eventually. I think it's just a given that it's going to happen. But yeah. We got Ricochet versus Braun Breaker. This match lasted about 8 minutes. This was actually not that bad of a match. It wasn't a squash match, which I was actually kind of interested. I was interested in the fact that this was not a squash match because I had gone into this match knowing that this match was going to happen on Monday Night Raw. I went into this match fully thinking that it was going to be a squash match. We were going to get maybe some offense from Ricochet, but then immediately, boom, spear, 1, 2, 3. Maybe 2-3 minutes at the most. But no, this match actually went 8 minutes. They allowed this match to actually cook. Oh, Attitude Mike Wrestling. I don't know you. I don't think I know you, but I don't think you're a troll. Because you don't seem like a troll. I don't know. Thank you for coming. If you want to put a like on the live stream, feel free to do so. I just have been dealing with a lot of trolls recently, and most of the time when I see somebody new come into the live chat, I just don't know if they're a troll or not to start out with. But hey, if you're not a troll, you can actually, like Nate, you can go and check his channel, and if he has subscribers, and if he does have videos on his channel, and if he has subscribers that is over, like, let's say over 20, then feel free to. But hey, thanks for coming, guys. To everybody that is coming, that has come, thank you. Braun Breaker did win this match, though. No. How is it fake? How do you know it's fake? How do you know it's fake, Nate? Can you please tell me how you know it's fake? Because yeah, I don't know if he is. I don't know if he is. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything, but then again, it could. But I don't know. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt at one point. Oh, all right. All right, Nate. You have my permission. Oh, if that YouTube account was created. Okay. Okay, if that YouTube channel was created 2 days ago, then yeah, it's clearly a fake. So, yeah. I just wasn't sure. But now that you've said it, and now that you've shown me what his username is for that channel, okay, I have. Good thing I have you. You're the. We also got another Sami Zayn We got a another Sami Zayn, Chad Gable segment. This was another great segment. Sami Zayn came out to talk about Chad Gable, talk about Clash at the Castle. Then the rest of wow, that's cool. That's cool, Austin. We got another Sammy. Then the rest of our academy, that was Maxine Dupree, Akira Tozawa, and Otis came out. Maxine Dupree came out to talk to Sami Zayn. She had a note that was written by Chad Gable that he wanted, I guess, told to. He wanted, I guess, Maxine to read out the note to Sammy. Then Chad Gable would then come out to I think you mean Matt wrestling for Choice Skill and Wrestling. Because, yeah, he hasn't been on Matt's channel in a while. We got Chad Gable would then go on to just attack Sami Zayn. I think this match at Clash's Castle, I don't know if this is going to be the last match between the two. I don't really know why this match is happening at Clash's Castle. I would have this match at Money in the Bank in Toronto. Put these guys in an Iron Man match. Have Chad Gable win the title. Money in the Bank this year is going to be in Toronto. Now, it's not Montreal, where Sami Zayn is actually from, but it might as well be, because Sami Zayn is from Canada. I don't know. I remember that guy. I know that guy from another channel that I'm a subscriber to, but it probably was. Bye. Bye bye. Also, before just put them in an Iron Man match, let Chad Gable win, let the fans boo the shit out of it, because it's gonna be, because obviously Chad Gable winning in Canada is gonna be booed no matter what. But hey, if this again leads to I mean, this match could go either way. I could see Chad Gable winning here. Then I could also see Chad Gable getting himself disqualified, and it unintentionally just getting disqualified, and then asking for yet another match, and then have him beg for another match. But hey, I don't know. We'll see what happens at Clash at the Castle. This match should be good. Oh, it's okay, Epibless. For a second, I was wondering, wait, is that the real world? We also got, before Braun Breaker's match, though, he had him backstage segment with Adam Pearce inside Adam Pearce's office. Obviously, Adam Pearce told him, you don't show any respect. But then Braun Breaker says that he's going to show everybody respect. and that this is all about, putting about Adam Pearce apparently not putting Braun Breaker in the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. Clearly, what this is about. It's not like it's anything. So, again, I can't wait to see what Braun Breaker does in the near future. We also got Chad Gable and Otis backstage after the beatdown segment. We got Chad Gable was happy again that Otis, as of right now, Otis seems to be the only person that Chad Gable is even the least bit happy with. Because he has, even though he's been reluctant at times to attack Sami Zayn, he has done it out of undying loyalty to Chad Gable. But hey, it is what it is. We also got a JD Judgment Day and Carlito backstage segment. They also talked about the Braun Strowman problem that they've been having. This led to Carlito asking Adam Pearce, or better yet, Damian Priest telling Carlito, you should go to Adam Pearce and ask for a match tonight against Braun Strowman, and you can finish the Braun Strowman problem yourself. Well, Carlito didn't necessarily finish the Braun Strowman problem. He got pinned in his match with Braun Strowman, but after the match, Judgment Day came out to attack Braun Strowman. At first, Braun was like, "No, this ain't happening on my watch, not again." But then, eventually, the numbers game just became too much, and they just kept hitting Braun with steel chairs, and I was like, "Damn!" Usually Braun Strowman doesn't look this weak on WWE television. This is the first time I think I've seen Braun Strowman look this vulnerable and this, I guess you could say, human in forever, because he's always been positioned as this big monster that can't be stopped, that you have so much hard time trying to stop. Yeah, he has no videos, and if his channel was created within the last week or so, then it's probably just fake. But yeah, this match was good. It lasted about, just be on the safe side. Yeah, this match lasted about 6 minutes or so. The post-match beatdown was actually pretty good. Nate! You know what to do. Get rid of that channel. That's fake. I know that's fake because that's your old profile picture. We also got Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. They invited Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill to Monday Night Raw. This led to, they had a in-ring segment. They talked about they yelled at Bianca and Jade saying, "Hey, we're number one contenders for those tag team titles. Where's our match?" This led to them getting a match, an impromptu title match on Raw. The match went about 6 minutes or so before would be end in a DQ finish with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn getting involved at the end. We also got a Jey Uso segment. He talked about wanting about Money in the Bank, and he has now officially declared himself for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I'm guessing he's just going to get in. I don't know if we're going to get qualifying matches for Money in the Bank, but this Money in the Bank I think is going to be next month. So I cannot wait for that. But so I'm guessing Jey Uso's now in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good name. Not a good name. We also got a backstage segment with Io Sky. She attacked Lyra Valkyria. She was being interviewed. Io Sky recently has been increasingly frustrated, not just with losing her women's championship to Bayley, but also because recently a lot of damage control. Damage control has been on the losing end a couple of times as of late. Dakota Kai, she lost a first round match in the Queen of the Ring tournament to Lyra. Lyra beat her in the Io Sky in the semifinals on Raw, the Raw before King and Queen of the Ring. Asuka is now apparently injured, so basically it's a lot of stuff is going wrong for damage control as of late. Io Sky is pissed off about all of it, and I like it. I like that she's getting pissed off that her teammates are losing. She's losing a lot. So I think it's. We also got the New Day versus AOP. This is a part of a ongoing storyline apparently with Karrion Kross wants Xavier Woods to ditch Kofi Kingston and the New Day and join the Final Testament. I don't know how this is going to work out because we all know this. We have all seen the interviews that New Day have all given over the years. They have made it pretty clear that they will never betray each other. They will never go heel. None of them will go heel. If anything, if and when New Day ever do decide to not be a thing anymore, they'll just all retire. They've made it pretty clear. New Day have made it pretty clear they will never turn heel. They will never turn heel on each other. So I don't know how this works, how this storyline is going to work out. But I am somewhat interested in seeing how this storyline does play out. Yeah. We also got Dragon Lee versus Finn Balor. This was match of the night. In my opinion, this was the match of the night for Raw. It was really good. Dragon Lee is so good. Finn Balor is always great. And for those of you who don't like Finn Balor, then hey, I don't know what to say to you guys, but Finn Balor is great. Also, the main event was Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest. Damian Priest wins the match in about 14 minutes. It was a great match, great ending match for Monday Night Raw. And then after the match, we got Drew McIntyre attacking Damian Priest and all of Judgment Day. Eventually, Damian Priest would get the advantage and would put Drew McIntyre through an announce table via a South of Heaven chokeslam. That's how Monday Night Raw would go off the air, with Drew McIntyre basically in a heap And so that was Monday Night Raw. If I had to rate Monday Night Raw, I would rate it a 7 out of 10. It was very good. We got some really good matches, really good segments, including the opening segment, and it was good. Chad Gable and Sami Zayn storyline is also very good. The two best storylines right now in WWE, admittedly, are Sami Zayn and Chad Gable, and then the Liv Morgan's Revenge Tour involving the Judgment Day. And regrettably, the bloodline, until Roman Reigns returns, anything the bloodline does at this point, anything and everything that the bloodline does right now, until Roman Reigns comes back, anything and everything the bloodline does from here on out will be nothing. Will be nothing exciting. Will be nothing exciting. It'll just be the exact same stuff that we've seen, except it'll just be slightly different characters, like what we had with Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso with the bloodline, and now it's like Solo is the tribal chief. Tama Tonga is basically now the Jey Uso, the right hand man, and then Tonga Loa is basically Jimmy Uso. So it's pretty much the same thing, just different guys playing pretty much the same roles. But I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because at least they've been willing to capitalize. Now, NXT. This is the last NXT before Battleground, which will happen tomorrow. I will be watching NXT Battleground. I might not do a review of the show like I've done before in the past. Like in the past, I would just give like a review of the show either on a video or just on a live stream review. But if I do decide to do a live stream review of the show, then I will do it. Then I will let you guys know via a community post. NXT was good. We got a segment outside with like Lash Legend and Trick Williams. Whatever thing they had going on, it's now over between them. But obviously, from what I have been able to figure out, Lash Legend and Trick Williams are an actual couple outside of WWE. So I don't think this means that they're breaking up in real life. They're just breaking up as far as like a storyline perspective. We also got a no quarter catch crew promo before Damon Kemp's match against Tony D'Angelo for the Heritage Cup, which Tony D'Angelo would win in about 10 minutes, in about 8 minutes or so. I think it went to like the third round. Tony D'Angelo would go on to win the match decisively, 2-0. We also got a women's summit for all of the women that will be in the ladder match on Sunday, tomorrow, for to crown the first ever NXT Women's North American Champion. I don't know who's going to win the match. I don't know who's going to become the champion. But I am excited for this match. Should be good. I think a secondary women's title in NXT that it is not a tag team title is good because there are hardly any women's tag teams, like legit tag teams in NXT. It's just a bunch of random tag team matches that we do get sometimes. This would lead to a brawl, which would then lead to a tag team match, a random 6-woman tag team match. The only thing I got out of this tag team match, which was surprising and it was like weird, is that they had is that they had Kalani Jordan, who's in this ladder match. She was on the team of Lash Legend and Fallon Henley, who are both heels. But yet they also have Jada Parker, who's technically a heel at the moment. She was on the team of Sol Ruka and Michin. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this tag team match official. They should have put Kalani Jordan on Sol Ruka and Michin's side and had Jada Parker be on the side of the heels. I don't know. Whatever. It was what it was. Went about 6 minutes. Wasn't that good. It was good, but that was just the whole dynamic of Kalani Jordan being on one team that was predominantly heels, and Jada Parker being on the other team that was predominantly face women. But hey, we also got Trick Williams interview. Ava Rain was being interviewed backstage, talking about Ethan Page. He was supposed to sign his contract in her office, but said that he wanted to do it out in front of the WWE Universe in the ring. Trick Williams interrupted, said that he's perfectly okay with that, as long as he gets to be there when it happens. Yeah. We also got Natalya versus Izzy Dane. Izzy Dane apparently, I guess, had been disrespecting Carmen Petrovich as of late, so Natalya decided to come to her defense, Carmen's defense. So she went and had a match with Izzy Dane this week on NXT. She won this match in about 6 minutes. It was pretty good, pretty interesting match. Okay, that's probably fake. I mean, it would be so interesting if the real JD from New York actually decided to come on to my live stream. That would be weird, wouldn't it? But that's probably a fake. You know what? I might actually just do that. The next time JD goes live, I will do a super chat, like a $5 super chat, and say, "Hey JD, it went live this past Saturday, and a fake you appeared, and a fake JD account appeared." Oh man, I'm sure he's gonna have a laugh about that. We also got Jordynne Grace. She made her NXT debut in the ring against Stevie Turner. This match went about 4 or 5 minutes. She won easily. Jordynne Grace won easily. After the match, her and Roxanne Perez would start getting into it, fighting each other. This match will be a good match on Sunday. Yeah, it's clearly a certain somebody. And no, I don't have more chins than viewers, because right now I got 4 viewers, and which means I clearly don't have 4 chins. For the last 10 minutes or so, I've had at least either 4 or 5 viewers, and I'm thankful for every single one of them. And look at that, I just jumped up to 4 again. Thank you, guys. We got segments involving Will, Wesley, and Obafemi. This match is also going to take place, but then again, this is also... Oh, wait. Just now realizing, I was wondering why this segment happened, why Gallus was out there attacking both Wesley and Obafemi, but then I realized, oh wait, Joe Coffey is involved in this match as well with Obafemi and Wesley, because they both apparently pinned Josh Briggs in that triple threat match a couple of weeks ago. Yes, you are on Mod Duty, Nate, and you are doing a very good job. Get rid of it. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Nate. But yeah, this match should also be good. As far as who wins this match, I don't know. They could have Joe Gacy. They could have Obafemi retain just to have Wesley maybe ask for a rematch. Yeah, Nate is on it. Nate is on it better than. I mean, usually you're the one that's quick to the ban. You're the one that's quick to ban people or timeout people, especially if they start quote unquote cursing on live streams. There's no need for profanity. But hey, Nate definitely is on it. Even when you're not here, Nate's on it most of the time. But hey, thank you for the views, though. Hey, thanks, Jeffrey. This guy's legit. This guy's legit. Okay, well, hey, thanks, Danny. You didn't have to say that. But then again, I know you're just joking around like you always do. We got Thea Hale versus Jasmine Nix, who is, I guess, a friend of JC Jane, and she was upset about Thea Hale breaking JC's nose in a match a few weeks ago. Okay, I mean, if I were to have anybody do it, I would want it to be you because I know you're just joking around. Other people might be doing it because they actually mean it and they want to make fun of me and they're doing it to be mean, but I know you're not doing it to be mean, so to say. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I see an account that needs to. Well, thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. I don't know whether to appreciate that or to be offended. Hey. But hey, thank you for not giving me a video. We got Thea with Jasmine Nix. Jasmine Nix wins this match in about 5 minutes. A lot of these matches were about 5 minutes or so. We also got Tony D'Angelo, as I said, Tony D'Angelo versus Damon Kemp for the Heritage Cup. This was about 9 minutes or so. About 8 minutes, 9 minutes or so. This will. If you wanted to, Danny, you can share that video via my latest community post, and I will watch it. I said I was going to, and I will. We also got an inside look into the women's underground match that we will be getting at NXT Battleground versus Shayna Baszler and Lola Vice. This should be another good, solid match. Shayna Baszler's great. I really am starting to like Lola Vice a lot. She also has an MMA background, which I did not know at first. When I first saw her, I didn't know she had a MMA background. Now that I know she does, I think that just makes her even better. We also got the main event, which was Ethan Page signing his contract for NXT, his NXT contract. He obviously appeared on NXT for the very first time last week, attacking Trick Williams, and also making it pretty clear that he was the one who attacked Noam Dar and Oro Mensah, more than likely to prevent anybody else from really getting a shot at the title. I guess he wanted to be the first one to have a shot at the title and decided that he was going to take out anyone who might get in his way. So that's why I'm guessing that's why he attacked him. But hey, Kuya Ray Vlogs. I know this guy. I met him, I think, for the first time Thursday. I think it was Thursday on one of James Gipe's live streams. Thank you for showing up. Thank you to those who have shown up, who have been here since the beginning of this live stream, and who still continue to be coming in now. Thank you guys. Obviously, Ethan Page did sign the contract, so he is now officially, I guess Ethan Page is now officially a WWE superstar. He's on NXT, and apparently also the contract wasn't just for him to sign with NXT, it was also for an NXT title match that will happen at Battleground. So as far as who I think is going to win that match, Trick Williams is obviously winning that match. I don't think they have Trick Williams lose for a while. But that was NXT. If I had to rate it, I would rate it let's just say 6.5. It wasn't as good as Monday Night Raw, but it was good. Hey, San Francisco. You may very well be the first person that I've seen on one of my live streams that's from San Francisco. I don't think I know anybody from San Francisco, but you may be the first one. And now over to AEW Dynamite. This show I'll say it was good. It was okay. We got MJF, who returned at Double or Nothing. He had a promo. He talked with Adam Cole in the ring. Eventually, Adam Cole and MJF would embrace for a hug, but MJF would go on to basically punt Adam Cole in the nuts, basically. So that's how that happened. MJF opened the show at a big promo where he is. Yeah, but I know this guy. This guy's not fake. I'm sure this guy's not a fake channel. MJF started, at one point, MJF started talking about a lot of people who apparently were making, in his words, taking, midget dud. About people who were supposedly making bold claims on the show. We talked about Will Ospreay, talked about Swerve, he talked about, I can't remember who all he talked about. I know he talked about Will Ospreay calling himself the best in the world when he hasn't even beaten guys like Jon Moxley, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and I'm like, oh, okay, so you want to add lying to your list of scumbag things you've done because Will Ospreay has beaten Kenny Omega, has beaten Chris Jericho, has beaten Hiroshi Tanahashi, among several other superstars. No, Will Ospreay has not beaten Kenny Omega, not beaten Jon Moxley yet, but that will happen eventually. That's not the... that's a fake Match Royce account if I ever saw one. I don't know, Nate. We'll see what happens in like 5 years. If AEW is still here in like 5 years, then I will be almost certain. I'll be almost certain that AEW is not WCW 2.0. Because basically, AEW is now in its 5th year, and I totally don't see AEW going anywhere. That is, unless the money runs out for good old TK. We got Roosh apparently decided he wanted to interrupt proceedings. Him and MJF would have a back and forth. Roosh will have a match next week on AEW Dynamite. I'm guessing MJF will be watching that match very closely. I'm guessing once Adam Cole gets cleared to wrestle again, we will be getting the feud between MJF and the Undisputed Kingdom, which should have already happened. But obviously, Adam Cole's injury and then MJF's injury basically stalled everything that was going to happen and that was supposed to happen. And it just was yeah. The feud was. We also got a fatal. We got a fatal four-way match here between Orange Cassidy, Ray Phoenix, Kyle O'Reilly, and Jay Lethal, who have. I mean, Ray Phoenix and Kyle O'Reilly have not been on television in a while. Well, now it's saying 5 people, but hey, 6 people, that's a lot of people. For me, that's a lot of people, and I appreciate it. We got these 4 will battle for a shot at Will Ospreay's championship next week on Dynamite. Ray Phoenix wins this match. I actually kind of thought they might go with Orange Cassidy. Well, to me it is. Well, now it's saying I got 8 people. To me it is because I'm not someone who has a big channel. So to me, 10 people is a lot. Now, to someone who has maybe 4,000 subscribers or 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers, 10 people may seem like a little number to them when it comes to their live streams. But for me, someone who has only 473 live subscribers, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, that's a lot for me. Considering I usually don't get no more than 5 people at a time on any of my live streams. And I appreciate every single person that comes on. Even the trolls, because they give me views. Although they get banned immediately. They give me views. And I'm happy with that. Great, we dropped from 7 to 4. Yeah, you can stop now. We also got a qualifying match. A TNT title qualifying match. Now, at the next pay-per-view, at Forbidden Door, there will be a ladder match. Because apparently Adam Copeland was forced to relinquish his title. Well, the Young Bucks decided that Adam Copeland should be relinquished, be stripped of the title, of his TNT title because of his injury. And as such, there will now be a ladder match at Forbidden Door for the title. And tonight we had our very first qualifying match, if I'm not mistaken. Where we had a qualifying match between Mark Briscoe and Brian Cage. Mark Briscoe does win this match, and he will be in that ladder match. I don't think that he's winning this ladder match, though. I think if Jack Perry gets put in this ladder match, gets a qualifying match, and gets put in this ladder match, then I am more than certain that Jack Perry is winning the match. But I'm guessing AEW didn't exactly want to just hand him the title because that would have been stupid. At least they're giving Jack Perry, who very well might just win this ladder match anyways if he gets in it. At least they'll give us a reason to think, oh, okay, he actually has to wrestle for the title. They're not just going to give it to him, which I think is admirable. But if Jack Perry does eventually wind up being in this ladder match, getting in this ladder match, then he's winning 100%. We got a segment, or at least we were supposed to get a segment involving the Acclaimed, but the Young Bucks being the scumbag. Oh, okay, everybody, thank you for showing up anyways. Who cares? Who cares what you have to say? I don't. Yes, we were supposed to get a segment with the Acclaimed, but I think recently the Acclaimed had said some not so nice things about the EVPs, and so the EVPs being the scumbags that they are and the petty people that they are, decided, oh, okay, Acclaimed, so you want to talk trash about us. Well, then, how about we cut your segment for this week? That's right. Yeah. Maybe next time maybe then you'll think twice before saying not nice things about about your bosses. It was funny though because EVPs, the Young Bucks, are playing their evil authority figure characters perfectly because they didn't. It's not like they were actually there and they hogged TV time. They were just there for a short few minutes, said what they needed to say, and then decided to, and then said, and then left. We also got a backstage segment. We got a match involving the BCC. Now, Wheeler Yuta of the BCC, Blackpool Combat Club, is back. He is back, and he is now officially healed and has been officially been cleared to wrestle again, which I am excited about because I am a fan of his and the Blackpool Combat Club in general. So I'm glad he's back. They had a match with a bunch of CMLL guys from Mexico. Obviously, that just shows you tells you all you need to know. A Blackpool Combat Club versus CMLL match makes no sense and didn't need to happen. Went about 5 minutes or so, but it was 5 minutes that we didn't need. A match that we didn't ask for and we didn't care about. We couldn't care about. So we also got a Mariah May match. She went up against former AEW Women's Champion and former two-time WWE Divas Champion, Saraya. I don't know what she's doing in AEW, but she's currently just doing nothing with Harley Cameron as a part of the Outcast. The Outcast is still a thing, apparently. Nate, do your thing. But apparently the Outcast is still a thing. It's not even a thing. It's just Saraya and Harley Cameron in random matches and in random feuds that don't even last at all. It's just, but hey, it is what it is. This match wasn't that bad actually. Went about 6 minutes. Saraya, I think, actually did get the win. Saraya did actually get the win. Then Tony Storm was on commentary. Tony Storm would come in to save Mariah May from a beatdown, or was supposed to, but then Saraya and Harley Cameron would start attacking Mariah May, and the numbers advantage was on their side before Mina Shirakawa, who has been on an AEW a lot recently. She apparently is a friend. Apparently she's a friend of Mariah May. And so she came out to help Tony Storm and Mariah May. She hit a back fist that looked completely devastating. And then a forearm. That was to Saraya, and then that was to Harley Cameron, and then a forearm to Saraya. They both went out of the ring. Then the weirdest thing happened. Obviously now there's a match that's been made official for Forbidden Door, which is Mina Shirakawa and Tony Storm at Forbidden Door. That match should be good, although I've never seen Mina Shirakawa wrestle, so it's going to be interesting to see, nonetheless. But we also got, after the match with the BCC and CMLL match, we got a backstage segment with Bryan Danielson. He said that this might be his last chance to get a shot at maybe the AEW World Champion, and he's going to go out And if this is his last time, and if he's going to go out, he's going to go out in a blaze of glory. And he has announced himself to be in the Owen Hart tournament, which I think is a good move. I think we need someone like him in the tournament. But hey, we'll see what happens. I don't think he wins the tournament, though. But I think it's a good thing that he's here, and I think he gets to at least the finals. Maybe. I don't know. I could see them doing MJF, putting MJF in the tournament, and then have them go back to that feud with MJF and Bryan Danielson in the finals. I could see that happening if they did that. If they did that, I don't know if they will. The main event was obviously Roderick Strong. It was Roderick Strong versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW Championship. He apparently went into Tony Khan's office last week and begged for a title shot against Swerve Strickland. He got it. This match went about, I can't remember how long the match was, but it was a really good match. We didn't need it to happen. And hey, I'm not going to sit here and say that it was a bad match because it wasn't. But did we really need to have it? Not really. That was AEW Dynamite. Swerve Strickland obviously won this match. So that was AEW Dynamite. If I had to rate AEW Dynamite, I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. It was, some parts were good, other parts were like meh, didn't need them. But hey, it is what it is. SmackDown was last night. I know all that happened. The opener was the Bloodline segment, anointment ceremony for Tonga Loa. Apparently, Solo Sikoa is now the new head of the table, pending Roman Reigns' return. Tama Tonga is now the right-hand man, basically an NFT right-hand man. And now Tonga Loa, I can't remember what they said Tonga Loa is now, but I don't know. This was obviously interrupted by Kevin Owens and the Street Profits. This led to a 6-man tag team match, basically, and then after that, Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa would even have a backstage segment where Solo Sikoa would threaten to have Paul Heyman in a one-on-one match in the locker room against Tama Tonga or Tonga Loa, whichever one he said, if he didn't make this 6-man tag team match official. So I think we also got a Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae match. This was a rematch from King and Queen of the Ring. This match, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill obviously won the match. Before SmackDown happened, though, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell were trying to get out of the match. They wanted a change to the match. I think what they meant was they wanted the match to be removed from the card altogether. Instead, Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis decided that the match should be not just Bianca versus Indy, but a tag team match involving Candice LeRae too. Obviously, they weren't happy about that. Bianca and Jade win, though. The women's, obviously, also we had Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and the Unholy Union of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. They were there as well. Things broke down after the match as all 3 tag teams would eventually start fighting each other. This led, eventually, though, Bianca and Jade would stand tall at the end of this. Later on, we got a backstage segment where Jade Cargill and Bianca were coming out of Nick Aldis' office. They made it official that at Clash at the Castle, we will have Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill for the, I don't know, I think he's live right now, but I don't know. You can see if he's live right now by going onto his channel. We can on his channel by looking for his channel. And if you have to, and if you need me to, Nate, I'll just give you if you don't already know what the name of his channel is, which I think it's Hunter Sage again. Still Hunter Sage. We got We got a Nick Aldis and Cody Rhodes backstage segment before, where Cody Rhodes was asking Nick Aldis where AJ Styles was. He said AJ Styles is here, and is coming here, but that the security is so that nothing too over the top happens and nothing happens. Obviously, that then led to a segment with Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. AJ Styles basically said he wants another shot at the WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes says, "You're on, you got it," and that this match won't just be any old match. When this match happens at Clash of the Castle, I'm going to make you say the words that you should have said last week, and that is, "I quit." So this match will be an I quit match for the WWE title. This match should actually be really good, considering I like I quit matches. Because it's interesting to see what these guys come up with in the ring as they're But hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in this match. But hey, we also got a backstage segment with LA Knight. He was talking to Nick Aldis as well about Logan Paul. Logan Paul was not there because he was in Los Angeles, apparently for a Tetris competition. I only vaguely know what Tetris is. I've heard of it, but I just have never played it, and I don't think I ever will. Just so you know. But obviously, LA Knight is. We also would get a promo from LA Knight from Logan Paul later on in the show, basically saying to Logan Paul, LA Knight, I don't know why you keep calling me out, and I don't know why you keep asking for me, but I don't know what you want from me, but you're not getting it from me. I don't care how many times you say my name, I am not going to acknowledge you. Because you are not on my level, and you never will be. Go back to the mid-card where you belong. So, obviously, this is going to lead to a match. I just don't know when the match is taking place. I don't think it's going to happen at Clash at the Castle. This close to the show might not happen. I mean, if they announce the match on the go-home SmackDown before Clash at the Castle, that's going to be the most, I don't know. But I'm excited for the match when it happens. I do think they are going to have the match, and I think they are going to have LA Knight win. Get out of here. Let's time you out as well for 24 hours just to be sure that you stay gone. We also got this segment also involved Carmelo Hayes. They eventually got a match. They got a match tonight. LA Knight clearly wins the match in about 6 minutes, in about 7 minutes. Wasn't that special, but it was pretty good. Pretty good match. We also got another segment this week involving Michin and Nia Jax. I'm guessing this is leading towards a match between the two. Obviously, I don't think Nia Jax loses this match at all. I don't think there's any way she would lose this match, given the push that she's being given at the moment. We also got a segment involving Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and Bayley. Bayley came out to talk about Clash at the Castle, although Piper Niven and Chelsea Green would interrupt the proceedings. Piper Niven gave a actually very good promo. I'm not gonna lie, her promo was actually not that bad. But I do think Bayley does win, and I think when they do Bayley versus Nia Jax at SummerSlam, Nia Jax might actually win. I would not be a bit surprised if they do put the title on Nia Jax at the pay-per-view. But and then we also got Johnny Gargano versus Grayson Waller. This match went about 6 minutes or so. The ending of the match was the most important part because at one point Johnny Gargano was going to do a suicide dive off from the middle ropes. Grayson Waller pulled Austin Theory in the way so that Austin Theory would intercept the attack. Grayson Waller would win this match, though. I'm surprised they allowed Grayson Waller to win the match because they've been using Grayson Waller and Austin Theory mainly to lose a lot of their singles matches. But hey, it's a good, nice, refreshing change that heels actually win for a change. But yes, Grayson Waller does win the match. He seemed all too happy that he won the match and that he had used Austin Theory to get the win. This is obviously leading towards a feud between the two. I am guessing at some point they are going to have the tag team match with DIY versus A-Town Down Under, with obviously DIY win the match, and then this leads to a breakup of the two, and then leads to a feud, which obviously might not be as bad as might not be a bad feud. But we'll see. The main event was Bloodline, the new Bloodline of Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens and the Street Profits with B-Fab at ringside. This match went about 10 minutes. I can't remember how long the match went. It was, I think, over 10 minutes, though. But the Bloodline do win this match. And they did a brutal beatdown on the Street Profits and Kevin Owens after the match. That's how the show went off the air. Oh, okay. Thanks, Aaron, for showing up. Like when you did. Okay, it went about 20 minutes. Considering the commercials also because the matches also take place during the commercial break. They don't just pause the match during a commercial break and then restart the match. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is something that happened, which I think is also something that happened, that would happen often during the 2018-2019 era of WWE, where matches would just be stopped during commercial breaks and then they would restart the match later. I don't know. Hey, it's okay if I had to rate SmackDown tonight. I would rate it a 6.5 out of 10. So long, Gardito, or should I say Mox? 6.5 out of 10. Some of the stuff was good. The Bloodline, I think, is just spinning its wheels after initially getting a bit of a boost and a bit of a boost in interest. I think it's now officially again where the Bloodline is again spinning its wheels again until Roman Reigns and The Rock come back, which might not be until summer, which might not be until August when SummerSlam happens. Yeah, and Eric Freeman is wrong about Triple H. Well, to be completely honest, he was just conveying what a certain somebody was saying about Triple H. But he was wrong nonetheless. And so was the other guy. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I know I enjoy doing them. Feel free to watch my premiere when it happens tonight at around 7, either 7 or 8 p.m. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.